Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic and today is hashtag 50 gone by 2024. We still got about a year and a half, year and 3 or 4 months to go. You can do it. Now for the medical disclaimer. Always check with your physician before starting any exercise program or diet program. Information here is my personal research into different health topics, not to be considered medical advice. Alright. Does clutter have anything to do with weight gain? Or possibly, can you clear clutter to lose weight? Why, yes, you can. First, I'm going to start out with 3 ways that clutter clearing helps you lose weight. Is your home filled with too much stuff? Yes. Yes, it is. Does the thought of getting rid of old clothes, even when you haven't worn them in years, send you into a panic? Not so much this week. Clearing clutter is one of the easiest things you can do to move your life forward. If you feel stuck in your weight release journey, I like that term, weight release journey, get rid of your stuff to get back on track. To become the lighter, slimmer version of yourself, you need to release the old to make way for the new. Have you heard the saying, nature abhors a vacuum? What that means is as you create space by releasing clutter, the universe naturally fills that space. Your energy field becomes open with renewed inspiration and expanded self-awareness that helps you live your best and lighter life. Our homes reflect who we are on every level. Invisible threads of energy connect us to everything in it. When you hold on to too many things, especially from your past, your energy is scattered. Clutter also creates clogged energy that can dampen your mood. You may not notice how this affects you, but once you let it go, you'll feel revitalized. For example, have you ever noticed how good you feel after cleaning out a drawer or a closet? That's because when you remove energy blocks created by all that clutter, you raise your vibration. As your energy flows more freely, you feel lighter. Changing yourself, including releasing weight, happens from the inside out as you change your thoughts and feelings. Change also happens from the outside as you release objects that no longer serve your emotional and spiritual growth. Here are 3 ways releasing clutter can help you release the weight. 1. You feel more secure. Extra weight on your body and extra stuff in your life often equal emotional protection. But the true source of your strength comes from within. As you release that clutter and the security it provides, you build confidence. You feel more secure on the inside as you let go of things on the outside. Often, when people are told to make clutter clearing a priority, they'll say, but I'm afraid once I get rid of it, I'll need it. Here's the thing. Holding on to something just in case reflects a lack of trust. Think about that. Reflects a lack of trust. When you keep unnecessary stuff around because you might need it someday, you validate feelings of scarcity and insecurity. Expand your thinking. Trust your needs will be met. Stop draining your energy by holding on to old possessions to feel safe. Relax. Exhale. And release what you no longer need in your life now. Take your time and pace yourself. Start with 1 room, 1 closet, 1 shelf, or just 1 box. As you let go of your stuff little by little, you let go of that need for protection and begin feeling more secure and emotionally safe to also let go of the weight. Number 2, you allow the new you. Ditch the fat symbols. And this one I find as an example rather interesting. Marianne used to collect anything with hippopotamuses on it. Kitchen towels, pictures, t-shirts, you name it, she found it. It wasn't until we explored this that she remembered being called Hippo when she was in the grade school. Collecting hippopotamuses subconsciously kept Marianne holding on to this painful identity. As long as she kept these images in her energy field, she still felt that hurt, overweight kid. This stopped her from seeing herself differently. So Marianne began to let go of this collection. Remarkably, her identity shifted and she became committed to creating a healthier lifestyle. While she had compassion for the child she once was, she no longer needed to be that child. Look with new eyes at everything you own. Get rid of anything that symbolizes a humiliating representation of being overweight. Get rid of the elephants, hippos, pigs. It's not that there's anything inherently wrong with these. It's that everything you own symbolizes something about yourself. As you create a slimmer body, embrace those images that support and don't conflict with your new self-image. 3. You'll lift your mood. The results are very surprising of clearing clutter to help relieve anxiety and mild to moderate depression. The simple act of clearing clutter, even a little bit at a time, opens energy blocks to offer some relief. As you release the heaviness of stuff suffocating your home, you feel physically and emotionally lighter. Here's a tip. When you feel triggered to eat for emotional reasons, take a moment to clean out a closet, cabinet, or drawer. The lightness you feel afterwards can help minimize and eliminate the urge to eat. Try it and see. Reducing clutter also reduces disorganization and the stress of not finding what you need. I go through that a lot. When everything has a permanent place, you feel calmer, and more charge in your life. More in charge of your life. If you've experienced a traumatic childhood or difficult times as an adult, let go of mementos from those periods. Even if something doesn't seem to trigger sad feelings, the energy from that time is embedded in the objects and still surrounds you. Keep only what puts a smile on your face and let the rest go. I don't know where that's coming from, guys. Keep lightening up. To support your weight release journey, make clutter clearing a lifestyle habit. Along with eating nutritious food and giving your body movement, make it a priority to clear the clutter from your home. As you lighten your life this way, so too you lighten your mind, spirit, and your body. Will you make clutter clearing a lifestyle habit? Start now and release one thing from your life today. Okay? Now, I'm going to read you a couple of other things that talk about cluttering and weight gain, the inability to lose weight, and what makes us fat. I found this research rather interesting as I was going through it. Here's the next one. Does clutter make me fat? If your house is out of control, it's possible your eating habits are too. Clutter guru Peter Walsh wrote, "Lose the clutter, lose the weight." Because so many of his clients struggled with obesity. What you weigh isn't just about calorie counting or doing stomach crunches, he writes. What you weigh is about how you live. Research shows that women eat more sweets and fatty foods when under stress from work or other responsibilities. And guess what? A cluttered, messy kitchen causes women to eat almost 3 times as many sweets than a less chaotic kitchen. Clutter is exhausting and it drains your energy, which can make you feel hopeless and apathetic about everything, including exercise and a healthy diet. Researchers at UCLA found that women who live in cluttered homes have elevated levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Excess cortisol causes increased insulin, which causes weight gain. In other words, there is a clear link between clutter and obesity. If I can't find my athletic shoes, I'm not going to take that brisk walk to the park. If my counter is cluttered with piles of mail, unwashed dishes, condiment bottles, boxes of cereal, a row of dozen cookbooks, I don't have room to chop vegetables or soak a pot of beans. When I'm that overwhelmed, it's too easy to grab junk food for a quick hit of quick energy or turn to takeout because I can't face the work that needs to be done before I even start dinner. Walsh says he knew his clients would feel more positive and capable once they decluttered their homes. What he didn't realize was that filling your life with stuff you can't possibly use or want doesn't stop at the front door. Clutter invades every aspect of your life. Clearing the detritus brings freedom and a sense of control, and this new mindset sometimes results in weight loss. Marie Kondo. Who knew she'd be in this one? She wrote The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. She also wrote that when we reduce what we own and essentially detox our house, it has a detox effect on our bodies as well. Decluttering could be the jump start we need to change eating and exercise habits. Now, I wouldn't say go minimalist, although I'm hoping for minimalist eventually. I'm going to work my way there. Minimalism is a mindset that helps us to choose what is valuable and discard what is in the way. It's about clearing away the unloved and unnecessary so we can start over with stuff that matters. In the same way, healthy eating isn't really about going on a diet. It's about removing the junk so we can be nourished by the good stuff. So, and, there are things like clutter impedes activity. It truly does. Clutter makes it difficult to move around the house, therefore limiting the movements you can make. It's also depressing to look at, which can cause you to avoid looking at it. So clutter starts to build up. And the more it builds up, the less likely you are to have the energy to deal with it. It creates a feeling of lethargy. So you might say, I hate that house. Looks so messy all the time, and head to the refrigerator to make yourself feel better. Clutter also makes it difficult to make meals because you can't reach for the things you need to make food. Your counters are filled with clutter, so there's no way to prepare the food that you need. So you start eating all those empty calories. Having a junk-filled kitchen also makes it difficult to find the tools you need to cook. It's much easier to open the freezer and pull out a ready-to-eat frozen entree filled with salt and fat. Clutter causes embarrassment. Whether you're embarrassed about how your home looks, you're not likely to invite guests to visit, and your self-worth plummets. Instead, you'll likely sit in front of the TV for entertainment and nibble on junk food even if you're not hungry. Using food to make yourself feel better is known as emotional eating. Clutter is stressful. We already talked about the cortisol that can be raised with the stress level, but there's another one, and that is beta-trophin. That is a protein that blocks the enzyme responsible for breaking down fat. People that live in cluttered environments are 77% more likely to be overweight or obese. Overconsumption is not just about eating. It's about over-collecting. Think about it. Do you really need or use all of those items tucked in drawers, closets, attics, and garages? When was the last time you actually used everything in your home? The fear of going without. FOGWO. The urge to stockpile items we may need someday, but most likely that someday will never come. And meanwhile, you're stuck with all that stuff and its potential to cause weight gain. Now, there were some other things. And we're going to talk about the cortisol level. Too much cortisol in your system for too long of a time is bad. It will keep you in a high level of stress all day. You go home to stress, your body doesn't have time to recover. Time to come down from the cortisol levels of the day is needed for rest, sleep, and rejuvenation. Recovery time doesn't come as easily for women as it does for men. Men can clutter up their space just as easily as women do, yet it's women who find cluttered homes stressful. Clutter makes our home stressful. We tend to be affected by clutter, whether we clean the clutter or not. And clutter defined. We haven't done that. Clutter is an overabundance of possessions that collectively create chaotic and disorderly living spaces. Look around the room. The fabric. Oh my. Some of the things that they call this is also because cortisol actually promotes weight gain, but it also can affect where you put the weight on. And researchers have shown that stress and cortisol levels tend to cause fat deposition in the abdominal area rather than in the hips. This fat deposition has been referred to as toxic fat. Since abdominal fat deposition is strongly correlated with the development of cardiovascular disease, including heart attacks and strokes. There is also something office clutter. You know, I'm dealing with that right now with Thomas's office. There is so much clutter in there. It's ridiculous. Whew. So, if you have an office, make sure that each week, several days, or every few minutes a day, you make sure you file your papers, shred them, whatever you need to do. Take care of it. Over-attached to stuff. My yarn. My fabric, I'm over-attached to it. Dr. Ferrari noted that clutter is often also the result of over-attachment to our personal items, which makes it difficult to part with them. I went through all my photo albums, divided and organized them to give to my two boys, and this is Dr. Ferrari. I had several boxes of photos, plus old photo albums and boxes of memorabilia. The memories that filled those boxes are priceless. At one time, I had a strong attachment to all those pictures. After a divorce from their father, I couldn't look at them in the same way again. My boys needed the pictures to remember the good times. They now have the snapshots in time, spent in ball fields, birthday parties, and their significant events. I keep one box of the most important pictures for myself. This eliminated so much space while giving me a feeling of relief. Sometimes letting go of things feels good. The work it takes. Yeah, it's hard work. So you gotta do it. Here's another one. And I'm really trying hard to do this. Stop shopping. One big way to reduce clutter is to cut back on buying things. For me to do this, I stopped shopping. And this is again Dr. Ferrari. Whenever I shop, I come home with something. Do I need it? Maybe. Mostly it's a want, not a need. The name for this is overconsumption. It takes willpower for me to stay out of the stores, the exception being the grocery store. I have a friend who is a pro at this. If we are anywhere that people are handing out free stuff, flyers, she will not take it. She attributes reading the book Clear Your Clutter with Feng Shui by Karen Kingston to changing her life. Acquiring less is a step to less clutter. Find support if you need it. Get some help. If you put the word clutter in Pinterest or Google, the response is astounding on the number of suggestions to conquer this problem. Not all of these will work for you, but some will. If you find yourself off to a great start, but your enthusiasm drops and you stop, you may need help from a life coach. Don't be afraid to seek out a life coach. Some of these life coaches specialize in organization, and they will help you through any life challenge in order to get to a better place. The accountability they offer helps you stick with the project until it's accomplished. Gadgets help too. Downsizing from a large home to a townhome, Dr. Ferrari took advantage of some organizer tools to help her. Examples: shelves for bathroom supplies, organizers for drawers, or shelving for closet organization. Those are fun to use and really do accomplish the goal of finding the object the next time I'm searching for it. Take it slow and steady. I like the idea of setting a time that you'll work on it daily. Maybe it's 20 minutes or 2 hours. But set the time and stick to it. When that time is up, it's time to stop. Stop. Take the project on the next day for your set period. Slow and steady wins the race. A gift to yourself. Oh boy. For your health, well-being, sense of calm and accomplishment, clear the clutter in 2022. This could be the one goal you set for the new year. Welcome to a less stress, a trimmer waistline, and a healthier body. Have you ever thought that clutter could lead to stubborn belly fat? What have you done to reduce clutter in your life? Where is the most clutter in your home? Do you have brain fog or brain clutter? What works for you? That is a heavy topic, especially since I am now going through things of Thomas's and mine that we have had for 18 years. Some of it we haven't used in 18 years. Why are we hanging on to it? So yeah, get it out there, give it to somebody, sell it, whatever. Get rid of it. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this topic. As always, be kind to one another, love yourself, love one another. Get out there and see this great big beautiful world we live in. And take a few minutes to declutter a few things in your life. See you guys soon. Bye.